Hello, everybody. In this assessment, it is a great tracking application where we are using local storage, mainly the shared preferences and the rooms library. Shared preferences is mainly used to store the pin code. So basically, when you run the app for the first time, if there is no pin code setup, it shows the pin code setup screen. You submit, the pin code is stored in shared preferences, and then needs to go to the grids fragment. Now, when you run the app the next time, it will ask you to do the pin code check because you already entered the pin code check. All right, so let's follow the steps and see, but it uses shared preferences. I already have the website for shared preferences open, and let's see. So, run the app, it shows this. So basically what it needs to do is need to check to see if the related pin code is stored or no. All right, so let's do this. I'll use share preferences reference here. Let's pick up. This is the share preference. There's that. This is if you need to get the share preference. I didn't need the context because we are inside the activity. All right, so here we are. We are inside the activity. We don't need all of that stuff. We have the share preference. Let's get a share preference file. Values strings. There's that, and here's the file name. So we have the share preferences here and import class. So this is the share preference. Here is that. Now we want to check to see if it contains some pin code. So let's say we create a final static string tag, and this is the tag. And then also let's say we create not the tag. I'm not interested in the tag. I'm interested in the pin code, pin key. Okay, so here's that. Now what I could do is check to see if shared preferences dot contains pin key, then go to the pin code check. Otherwise, you go to the pin code setup. Very straightforward. So we'll run this. Here's that. While this runs, let's have a look at, okay, here's pin code setup. So if you go to pin code setup, there is an on-click listener, checks to see, and then sends the pin code to on pin code setup. All right, perfect. So there is on pin code setup. What we need to do is, again, share preferences. Okay, on pin code setup. Here is that. There it is. You get an editor. Put the string, apply, and then go to that's the setup. So basically the setup, and then not my grades. It says that upon pin code setup, upon clicking submit button, replace this fragment by the pin code check fragment. Okay, cool. So where's the pin code check fragment? Okay, pin code check fragment. Here it is. So now let's run it. Okay, here we are. I'm going to make the pin code 1234. Okay, and I click on submit. It goes to pin code check. Okay, good. So now the pin code setup is done. Pin code check. Implement the check pin code method, which should read the pin code stored in the share preference compared to the entered pin. Okay, so on pin code check, here's that, should return true or false. Basically, it says if return true, otherwise return false. Okay, so basically check to see. So let's do this. Share preferences. This is the saved pin code. If it's equal to the pin code, return true. Otherwise, return false. All right. Okay. Equal to the pin code. Return true. Otherwise, return false. So that's this. So now, if we try now running it again, you will see that it will show the pin code check because you already have one stored. Submit takes you to my grades. All right, so that's wired up. Okay, and then here pin code update fragment. So it should, upon clicking the cancel button, so if we go pin code update, cancel takes you back here. That's good. Upon clicking the cancel button, upon clicking store the pin code, so the pin code check. So it's exactly the same as pin code setup. Okay, here we are. On pin code update. Oops, sorry. It's exactly the same, right? So basically you take the pin code, you store it, and you go to the pin code check. All right, so if we run this again, pin code check. All right, here we are. Pin code update 1 2, submit, pin code check 1 2. It takes it back here. All right, so it's good. We're able to go all the way. We are done with these parts. Now let's go to migrate. So basically set up it. So they want us to set up the entities, data access objects required to manage the grade. Okay, so before I do that, I need to set up rooms library. So here is the room library Android. Okay, library Android, here is that. Save data to local storage using room. Okay, scroll down a little bit. And I need to add, this is the version. So I'll copy that stuff from here. If the project uses Kotlin source, no, I'm just gonna import this part of the library. So go back here to the Gradle file, and go here and add it. Okay. I can add it also through, I can add it like this, or I can go and add it through the module, right? So let's do this here, and we're good to go. I just need this. Scroll down a little bit. Okay, so if the project only uses Java source, use the Java annotation processor. No additional plugins are necessary. Okay, perfect. So I'm not going to add any necessary. If it uses Kotlin, then we're good. Okay, so scroll down a little bit. Now we need to create a grade. Here's the grade object. This is the grade object that we're going to create, and a public user. So we need to create an entity. So let me copy that stuff from here, and I'll paste it here so that I know exactly what I'm trying to do here. Now let's have a look at the grade object, see what is inside the grade. There's a letter grade. Actually, you can add a new grade. So basically there is a letter grade that we need to add. So if you look here, I already provided you with the letter grade information. It has the letter grade, the numeric grade. So that's something I need to store also. So basically inside this, I need to store the letter grade and the numeric grade. Letter grade is just to display the letter grade, like here, A, B, C, whatever. And then the numeric grade is 4, 3, 2, for the different grades. And then there is a course. If you look at the course information, there is a course ID, course name, course number, and course hours. I'll copy that here. And we'll go back to the grades. And these are what I'm going to store. So I'm going to store the course ID, the course number, and the course hours. So I'm going to do it like this. Course name, course number, and I'll say course hours. Okay. Okay, so that's this. And then similarly, we have also a semester. There is a semester name. That's all that we need. You know, if we were going to sort by something and so on, so I'll just sort the semester name. Okay, so that's, here it is, and that is the semester name. Okay, semester name. All right, here it is. Okay, so I think we have most of what we need. I'll copy that from here, paste it here. Letter grade, numeric grade, course ID, course name. So basically this course ID, course name, course hours, semester name. Okay, and now we just use the annotation. This is entity. Here is entity, and here is the table name. Now we need some imports. Cannot resolve. So I think probably I need to sync now so I can get the library. Okay, and now it's syncing. Okay, and then I know that I need a grade ID, a grade ID. So basically I need a primary key. I'll make it public int GID. Import class, and now this guy is the primary key, and auto generate equal to true. And then all the other information is fine with me. I don't need to change anything or specify anything else. Now let's create an empty constructor. select none, and then basically here getter and setter for everything here. Okay, now the only thing I need is just to specify they are public, just to make sure. Here we are. Okay, so we are good here. I have the table, it's called it grades, and that's the name of the table. Okay, so basically we go back here, we have the course name, number, name, semester, number of hours, and it has an ID that is auto increment. We're good to go with this. Now we need a DAO, so I can go in here, create a new Java class. It's an interface. I'll call it grade DAO. Right? Okay, don't ask again. I'm using GitHub. So okay, so here is the grades DAO. Let me copy that stuff from here, and here we are. Okay, so basically I need to specify it's a DAO. Here's that. And then go here. I need, let me see what do I need. I need to delete a specific one. I need to get all, and I need to create. So basically I need to get all, which is this one, right? Here's that. That's get all, right? So basically this one is here, import, and I'm gonna get a grade. The name of the table is grades. Okay, I can change it to make it grade, just to make it consistent with this. So the table name is going to be grade. There's that. Close that, and let's go back again to the DAO, and it's grade. List all. Okay, import class. This is getting all of them. I don't need to get any specific ones, so we're good here. I don't need to do this one also. I need to insert. Here's the insert all. Is the insert all, import, and this is gonna be called grade, and I'm gonna call this grades. All right, so here are, and here is the delete. You pass me one, I delete it. Here is that, delete, and grade, and we're good to go. So these are the 3 items that I need, the 3 methods I need. If I need more, I will add them later. All right, so we have the DAO done. Okay, now the database, we need to create the app database. Okay, here's that. Right click new, Java class, app database, and then it extends some things. Let's copy this from here, and we paste it here, and basically it is this database imports grade dot class version equal to 1, and this extends room database, and it's an abstract class, and we're good to go here. And then public abstract class, the DAO, and we are good to go. Okay, now let's build. Okay, so it's building. Go back here, and I think we're good to go. We'll copy this for the time being. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep in the main activity, when it starts, I'm going to store the database. Okay, so basically the app database, I'm going to keep it as a global variable. In the activity, import class, here it is. Okay, and then when the app first starts, it is, I'm going to say db equals import class, and now this is the name of the database. So basically database name, let's call it, for example, the grades db. Okay, app.build, and then we also dot migration, fallback migration to destructive, allow running on queries on main thread. That's the db. All right, so basically now I have everything done for the database. Now when the app first starts, I would like to get the list of grades. All right, okay, so I am technically done with the database integration. All right, now let's look at the grades fragment. So where is this grades, my grades fragment? And then there is one get all grades. Perfect. So get all grades is one of the interface items. So in the main activity, there is get all grades somewhere here. Get all grades, and returns an array list. Here's that. So basically, all you have to do is db.geo.get all, and that is get all grades. Here's that. Control X, Control V, and you can cast it to array list, or we can have we can do something like this: new array, an array list of and then add all. You can add all stuff. You get all here, add it here. All right. So basically, just return a new without casting. It's similar to casting, but I create a new one and put all the grades inside it. Get all grades comes here. And now, where is get all grades coming in? So basically, I can come in here. I could do m grades dot clear m grades dot add all get all grades. So now I have all the grades. Now let's put let's go to create grades. So basically, let's see what do they want us to build next. So if you scroll look here, add grade fragment. They want us to create add grade fragment. Okay, good. So the add grade fragment, here's that. After everything is checked, you create a grade object and pass it on. Okay, cool. So now we need a grade object, which I'm going to send it all this information. So you see you are getting in a selected course, selected letter grade, and so on. So I'll go to the model here, the grade model, and I'm going to create another constructor, which I pass it. I'm going to pass it a course. I'm going to pass it a semester. And I'm going to pass it a letter grade. Okay, cool. And then basically this dot letter grade equals to numeric grade is this, the course ID is this, course dot name, this is the name of the course dot number, right? Course dot hours, and then the semester dot name, right? So basically dot name. So I have that stuff here. Okay, add grade. Basically all what I have to do is create a grade equal to that. I pass it the course, all that information, and then I'm gonna do mListener dot on add grade. I pass it the grade, and we're good to go. And basically you go back to the main activity on add grade. Where is that? Here on add grade, you get the grade, store it in the database, and pop the backstack. Okay, good. So we'll do db.gradesdo.insert all the grade, and then you just pop the backstack. All right. So now this means that if we add a grade, if you go to the my grades fragment, we come back here. Let's go to the grade, add a toString so that we can just print it. Here's a toString. Here's that. Now if we close this, my grades, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a log D, and we'll do m grades. Just print the whole m grades. And here is the demo. All right, let's run this. We'll run it. Okay, it crashed. So let's have a look. Why did it crash? Okay. Let's see. Unable to start this. Cannot find app database. Models.app database. Okay, good. So now let's look at app database. Public abstract class. Okay, let's build this again and run this. All right, let's have a look. It's something we didn't follow in while building this. Unable to start, cannot find, app database implementation does not exist. Okay. Clean the project and run this again. Okay, let's go back again to the main activity to see what we're doing here. So basically, rooms database, database builder, get application context, app. The name is this, and this, and this, and this is the DB. Okay, unable to start activity. All right, lang cannot find implementation of app database, does not exist. So let's go back to app database. Let's have a look at the implementation here. Entities equal to this. Yes, this one is abstract also. Go back here. There's that is abstract. Control C. Okay, abstract database, public abstract class, app database, rooms database, public abstract. Let's bump up the version number. Maybe we ran it before. Build again. And let's run it. No, it's crashing for some reason. Unable to start activity. App database. What about we refactor this, rename to my database, just to test this thing out. So here we are. I'm using my database. Let's run this now. Okay, it's not happy. Okay, so what if I delete the app, uninstall it, okay, make this version 1 again and run it again? It's crashing for some reason. Fatal error, unable to start activity, runtime error, my database implementation does not exist. Okay. Okay, so if we scroll a little bit and see what's going on, it says cannot find the implementation. I would recommend we look back at what did we import. So let's go back here. Let's look at what did we import. We only imported the rooms library. Where is the annotation parser? So if you scroll down a little bit, here is the annotation parser. Copy that. It says if it's Java, you need this annotation parser. Here's that. So basically here it is. And then basically the version number is 2.6.1. Sync now. Now the app database is here. I didn't do anything here. And let me run it. And now we're getting in here. Let's see, the pin code is 1 and 2. And we're good to go. All right, good. So it seems things are working. Now let's add a new one. Let's go back to my grades. In my grades, you see I'm printing the grades to the log. Let's add a grade. So go back again here, add a new one. Select this one, fall course, first course here. Let's put an A, click on submit. Let's go to lockat, do demo here. And it shows that there is one item stored, right? So if we delete this, let's run the app again. And if we look at enter the pin code. Here's that. It shows there is one item stored. You see here, only one item stored. The course seemed to be stored correctly. Add a new one. Semester spring, the other course. B, click on submit. Now there is one course, and then there is another course also stored. So there are two courses. Seems things are working, so we are able to get the grades from the database. Now all we have to do is just use this data to display the grades. So basically, if you scroll down a little bit here, we want to display this, right? Okay. So now before I do that, I want to calculate the GPA, which is also very easy. Okay. So I'm going to do here, I'm going to say create a private void calculate and display GPA. All right, here's that. And do I have this method already for you here? No, I don't. Okay, that's not in the grade, sorry. That's not in the add grade, it's in the my grades. There is a method here, calculate and display. So basically, let's say, okay, what's that? Total number of credits. No, so let's say it's the average GPA is gonna loop over things. Let's remove this. So we check to see that if mgrades.size is equal to 0, then the GPA is 4.0 and the hours is 4.0. Let's have a look a little bit here. So the GPA is 4.0, so we'll do GPA is 4.00 and binding.textView hours set text total hours is 0. So basically we'll do hours is the 0.0. Okay, good. 0.0. Okay. Now we can do a return here, or we can do else. Now to calculate the GPA, we will do something like this: total points, or maybe total hours. Okay. And then here we could do GPA or some kind of total weighted points. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is then total weighted points equal total weighted points plus grade dot grade numeric grade times grade dot hours course credit hours course hours. So that's this, and then total hours equals total hours plus grade dot course hours. All right, so here we are. Now after all of this is said and done, we just need to make sure that the number of hours is not 0. If total hours is greater than 0, else if the total hours is greater than 0, else we're going to do something like this here. Okay, now if the total hours is greater than 0, then the GPA is then we'll copy this stuff from here, put it here, and this is going to be string dot format. Okay, total hours, say 2 decimal places, or 1. Oh yeah, this is for 1, and then the GPA is the same story. So we need to calculate the GPA. So we need the GPA equals total hours divided by the weighted points. This is the GPA, and then basically this is format the GPA. All right, so that's what we do when we want to calculate the GPA. Anytime we want to calculate the GPA, we just do this. So basically, when we are getting the grades, I'm just going to do something like this, right? Calculate and display the GPA. Done. Okay, now we need to create an adapter, which is something we did. This is probably the 100th time. Private void, private class grades adapter extends recycler view dot adapter. We need a view holder, and then class grade view grades view holder. Here we are, and that's what we will use here. And we need to import, we need to implement the methods. Okay, here we are, and then this one is mgrades.size, and then we did provide you with a layout, the grade row item. No, not the grade row item. Let's see, does it have a trash can? Yes, here's the grade row item. Perfect. So we have grade row item binding equals grade row item binding, and we will use this for the view holder constructor. Here's that. Do that here. Semicolon. We'll do that one here. Item binding dot get root. And similarly, we'll do something like this. Okay. Okay, we're good here. Now we return new holder with the item binding. Perfect. And then we create an on bind here on public void bind grade, and we will store the grade here, because when we delete grade mgrade, and basically that's what I'm going to do here. Mgrade equal to grade, text view course name, grade dot semester name, text view course number, text view semester, letter grade, we do that. What else do we need to display? The letter grade, the course name, the course number and name are done. Credit hours and semester. Item binding dot text view credit hours, course hours, and this is a hours. Okay. Okay. All right. I think if we run it, we will see something. Oh, now we never wired up the adapter. So here's the adapter. Here's the adapter. And basically here we'll do recycler binding dot recycler view dot set layout manager, new layout manager, get context, adapter, set adapter. All right, so now we run this and we are here. 1 2 3 1 2, click submit. We're here, we're displaying some things, but it's not showing the information we need. Okay. Oh yeah, so we never called bind, that's why. So here it is. Holder.bind mgrades.get at position, and we'll do the delete button. It's very easy to do the delete button, because the delete button we can do it here. Item binding dot button or delete dot set on click listener new, and then mlistener dot delete grade, pass it to mgrade. And then we could get mgrades dot remove or clear, mgrade dot grades dot add all, get all the grades, calculate the GPA, notify dataset has changed. And that takes care of all what we are doing here. Run this. Here's 1 2, submit. You get to see the information. Add a new one, pick a semester. Let's select let's say we pick this course, and here it is. Click on submit. Here are the grades. You click on A, B, C. Let's click on deleting this one. Okay, the delete is not working for some reason. Let's add a new one. Click on cancel. Yes, we have to implement the delete. So if we go back to the main activity, there is a delete grade somewhere here. Where is that? The delete grade is here. So basically we just do db.dao.delete grade. All right, so we run this again. Here it is. You click on the delete, you see it gets deleted. The hours are updated. 4 plus 4 is 8 and 3.5. So if you delete this one, 4 and GPA is this. And then when it's 0, 4 and the hours is this. Add a new one. Here's that. The course is this one. Pick a D here. Submit, and the math is working. All right, so it seems things are working, and that's a sketch of the solution. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.